Hello and welcome back. Let's begin by simply arriving here together. Allow your eyes to close and take a moment to gather your attention here in the present moment. See if you can soften the body 5% more and rest your attention on the movement of breath flowing in and out of the body. And as you're ready, reflecting on why you're here. What is calling for your attention at this time? Perhaps you're longing for greater peace or ease, or more clarity, or more joy. Something called you here. Trust that part of yourself. Listen to it, inviting in your intention. It's important each time to begin with intention, to set the compass of our heart in the direction we want to head. So, finding your intention, a word or phrase, and then taking a moment to feel gratitude for yourself for doing the hardest part, beginning. As you're ready, taking a deeper breath in and out. Allow some light to come back in through the eyes. Stretch your arms above your head. Good. Let's begin. Today, we will be learning grounding practices. Grounding is a practice that can help you face negative or challenging emotions. When your mind is racing, grounding brings you back to the here and now and is very helpful in managing overwhelming feelings or anxiety. It is a great way to calm down quickly. Grounding techniques help you create space from distressing feelings and help you refocus on what's happening in the present moment. Grounding redirects your attention to what is happening to you physically, either in your body or in your surroundings, instead of being trapped by the thoughts in your mind that are causing the anxiety. It helps you stay in the present moment instead of worrying about the future or ruminating about the past. Before I start describing some grounding techniques, let's talk about why grounding works and the science behind it. When we start to think about something stressful, our amygdala, the section of the brain located in the temporal lobe, goes into action. The amygdala is the part of our brain that is responsible for our emotional responses, as we learned. It especially is focusing on fear. It is great for preparing for emergency events, but sometimes it becomes overactivated. Thankfully, we can use grounding techniques to prevent or calm down the amygdala hijack. There are many ways to ground yourself when you feel anxious and overwhelmed. Together, we will learn 5 of these grounding techniques. I will be describing the 5 different grounding techniques for you to practice whenever you are slightly stressed or anxious. This way, they'll become familiar and strong so that when you're feeling very stressed or overwhelmed, they're ready for you. Practice 1, the grounding breath. Sit down in a comfortable chair, one where your feet reach the floor. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Breathe in slowly and out slowly. Bring your mind's focus to your body. Feel the chair supporting you. Can you feel the contact between your body and the chair? Next, push your feet into the ground. Feel yourself grounded and supported. Feel the earth beneath you. Slowly inhale, then exhale. If it helps, you can gently note in as you breathe in, out as you breathe out. Feel each in-breath oxygenating the body and each out-breath releasing stress. Let the breath and the body connect you to the present moment. Feel how right now, in this moment, you are okay. Good. Grounding technique 2, the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. You can use all your senses to help you return to the present moment. The 5-4-3-2-1 practice starts with sitting comfortably, closing your eyes, and taking a couple deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Once you feel settled, open your eyes and look around you. Name out loud 5 things you can see. You can look within the room or out the window. Then name 4 things you can feel. So this could be the texture of the material on your chair, your skin, your hair, the breeze. Then name 3 things you can hear. Traffic or the birds outside, maybe the hum of your computer or your own breathing. 2 things you can smell. And 1 thing you can taste. For this exercise, I sometimes like to leave little candies nearby so that I can pop one in my mouth to help with this grounding practice. So again, 5-4-3-2-1. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. The third grounding technique is to hold something and really focus on it. You can hold any object in your hand and bring your full attention to it. This can be done with any object you have lying around in a moment of stress, or if you know you're going into a stressful situation, take one of your favorite small objects with you and put it in your pocket so you can do this calming exercise on the go. It is helpful to feel how heavy or light the object is, to feel the texture under your fingers, to feel if it's soft or hard, warm or cool. Bring your attention fully into the present moment and use this object to ground. The fourth grounding technique is to let your thoughts come and go. When we're anxious, our thoughts about our worries go round and round in our mind, never ending and building on each other until we feel exhausted and drained. Whenever you try not to do something, it's guaranteed to make you do it more instead. Observe your thoughts like you're on the outside looking in. Just see if you can watch them, witness them. Imagine clouds in the sky. For each thought that comes to mind, allow the thought to pass like a cloud in the sky and let your awareness be the sky, vast and open, unattached. Just allow the thoughts to come and go, anchoring your attention here in the present moment. And the fifth grounding technique is to get your adrenaline fueled energy out. This is my favorite technique. Some clients tell me that they just can't concentrate enough to do any of the other grounding techniques because they feel so anxious. They feel their body is pumped full of adrenaline. If this is happening to you, it's good to kickstart the calming down process by doing something physical first to get that energy out. One of my favorite ways to do this is to just bounce, to feel my feet and start bouncing. My heels come up and down, or you can keep your feet flat and just kind of shaking out the energy of the body, bouncing up and down. You can also take a brisk walk or run outside. You can also do housework or yard work, or you can dance around the house listening to loud music. Activate your physicality, and when you begin to feel the adrenaline release, you can return to the other grounding techniques to help calm your mind. Finally, I'd like to share some additional tips to help you get the most out of these grounding techniques. First is practice. What you practice grows stronger. It can help to practice grounding techniques even when you aren't experiencing distress. If you build your capacity to do the grounding techniques in moments of calm, it'll take less effort when you are feeling stressed. Second is to start early. Try doing the grounding exercises when you first begin to notice anxiety. Don't wait for the distress to reach a level that's harder to handle. If the technique doesn't work at first, try another one. Trust that you have the tools to cope with the anxiety as it arises. Finally, it's helpful to keep your eyes open during grounding techniques. Often meditation is practiced with closing our eyes. However, when we're feeling extreme stress and anxiety, it can be helpful to keep our eyes open to stay connected in the present moment and to our current environment. Grounding techniques are powerful tools to help you cope with stress, but the relief they provide is generally temporary. That's why it's important to practice all of the different modules in this course. So let's take a moment now as we draw to a close to reflect on one key takeaway, one gold nugget that you want to reinforce and encode in your long-term memory. Choosing something meaningful and allowing it to sink in. And then take a moment to thank yourself for dedicating your time and attention to these teachings. Feel the wholesomeness of these practices and trust that the seeds you are planting will continue to grow. I look forward to our next session together.